Hey guys, Keith from Elvonic Games. I'm on Icarus, I'm on the Elysium map. I'm going to show you how to mine uranium and the things you need to look out for while doing so. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what equipment I'm wearing. I'll explain later, but you don't need a haz suit if you've got the stabilisation armour from the workshop. If you haven't got the stabilisation armour from the workshop, I'd recommend using obsidian armour with the radiation protection module from the workshop. If you haven't got the radiation protection module, I'd still recommend using obsidian armour, but just take a lot more of your anti-radiation tonics and your anti-radiation transfusions. You can also take these things, if you've got them in the workshop, you can also take anti-radiation injections if you want. But if you have got this armour, it's got some radiation resistance, and the module's obviously got 25 more. You'll still get irradiated, but it'll drastically reduce the damage, the effects, and then every now and then you can take a quick infusion and you'll be fine. You do have to stay there for quite some time, so you do want to be prepared when you go. You want food, you want water, you'll want usual things with you, like a bed, a fire, and something to burn on the fire so you can rest if it becomes night. Yeah, so that's my radiation zone in there, but we're not going to go in there today. I've got another video showing how I've set that up. Let's see if we can find my hover bike. There we go. Okay. You'll notice I've got my cows and everything running around outside, and that's because all these tuskers, you can see, are on aggressive, and they'll just kill anything that comes anywhere near my compound. So I've also got a spot there, as you can see, for radioactive waste away from my base. So it's worth having that somewhere as well. Right, let's head. What we're going to do, I'll just have a quick look at the map. We're going to head from where I am now at H11. We're going to cross the Arctic through this gap here into E12, and then we're going to go north up to B9, and we're going to go through a cave that goes all the way through to a uranium deposit at B8. So the uranium deposit isn't in the cave, it's actually in the open in B8, and you see it from a mile off once you come out of the cave because there's loads of radiation glowing around it. So that's where we're headed now. We'll get going. It won't take as long because the hover bike is super fast. He says that unless I destroy my hover bike, which is always a possibility. Let's hope I don't drop down too many things this time. Appears to be two ways in which you can destroy your hover bike. One is you drop down a crevasse. It must have been a storm. There's tons of downed trees typically, which wouldn't normally be there. Right, let's see, we've got to go around this big chunk, and we want to go left. Okay. Yeah, so dropping down a crevasse will cause your hover bike some damage, and if you get attacked while you're sat on it, it'll cause it damage, or even if your hover bike is nearby while you're fighting something, it'll end up getting hit and taking damage. So there are ways in which you can get it destroyed. You can repair it by picking it up, putting it, and then using the repair bench. As long as you have the right ingredients in the repair bench, you'll be good. You can see I've already got a few ways up these sort of things. This is the way up that little one, and just at F11, the transition between F11 and G11. So just go there. Right, we should be able to get some going now. So once we get to there, we can really fly through the Arctic. You need to get. This is a bit of an annoying area. There's quite a few cliffs and stuff. You've got to build ramps up so they can get around more easily. Right. I'm going to take this gap through. Of course, we don't want to stop for anything unless we absolutely have to. Again, another ramp required. If you use scoria, something like that, or stone brick, that's what you want to use, so that it doesn't get damaged by the Arctic. Or concrete if you're that advanced. But nothing can catch you on the hoverbike, and it doesn't run out of stamina, so you can just go and go and go. It's absolutely excellent. About time we had something like that. So we're going to go to about there, and because I've done that mission where you have to use the prototype when you first the mission you have to do to unlock the hoverbike, you have to create like a hoverbike course using trail beacons, and they obviously are going to stay on the map forever now, so you can see them on the map there going around that big section. I want to avoid any falling down snow pits if we can. And when we hit the trail beacons, we're going to swing a right. There's one there, so we'll swing a right, and then we'll follow the trail beacons right to the top. It seems to have slowed down for some reason. My hoverbike's not going as quickly. I wonder if they've nerfed it in the last update. It's nowhere near as quick as it used to be. I don't know. Seems to be really on slowdown. Up here, and we get on the right track. We are now heading towards the cave we need to go through. Again, another ramp required there. Oh, didn't want to do that. Oh, managed to avoid damage there. I was lucky. Oh, down we go. Okay, let's get out of there. So it's not that you don't get damaged that much. It's only if you do something really daft. Okay, so we're pretty much at the far north extent of the Arctic area, and you're looking for a cave, which for some reason has filled itself in since I last came through it. So we're going to have to bash through that. So I'm going to need a pickaxe or another tool. I'm going to look see what I've brought with me. I've brought with me my mining armature. That's the quickest way through, I think. Some light on the subject, and let's go. I don't want to make it big enough, so I'm just take my hovercraft through. I think that should do it. There we go. Okay, let's whip through, and we've got our light on, so let's go. So it's a linear cave, so it shouldn't get lost in theory. Famous last words. Okay, you see, this is the way you've got to cross. So you will need to bring, and I should have said this at the start, I do apologise, you will need to bring ramps and ceilings in order to create yourself a pathway if you want to bring your hoverbike or you tame over. If you've got obsidian armour, you can just dive in and just run through all the lava right to the other end of the cave. That also works. But I'm going to take my hoverbike over, so I'm just going to be a bit careful. It will set on fire and take damage if you're not careful, so just have to be a little bit careful with it, especially at the start here. I have built obviously ramps over all these. Just remembering where to go after this. I think it's that way. Thinking about it, probably should have just left my hoverbike. I'm probably going to leave it here because this bit is a bit funny. Right, so I'm going to leave my hover bike just here. See that little landmark there? That's where you want to be going. So I'm going to leave my hover bike there. Right, now this part, even though it looks like lava, it's actually land. So there's no fire. You don't get burnt. You can walk right across there, straight to that rock, and you do not take any damage. So you can see, I've come straight across there, no damage, and I haven't set on fire. This bit, I think that does set you on fire, so I did put just a little step over there. And that's for anyone who's heading in this direction. Okay, a little trick, my first little trick, I did put a box here, which means I've got somewhere to put my uranium extraction unit, because you can't carry 2 heavy items, so I can put that heavy item in there, extraction unit in, and I'm good to go. And then you'll see as I get closer to the edge, closer to the opening of the cave, I've also placed a respawn point, bed, and a fire with some coal in it, so I can come back and respawn there if I need to. Okay, equipment time. What am I wearing? Stabilization armor in full with a biomore backpack, because that actually gives you additional physical resistance. I'll show you. My physical resistance is at 95, so that's a combination of my armor, the biomore backpack. I'm just going to drop that stone. I don't need that. And it's overburdening me as well. So take that off and you'll see it actually gives me, oh, what happened there? It won't let me take it off because I think it's because I'm carrying too much. That's odd. See if it'll do it. Oh, there, it's let me take it off now. But has it dropped other stuff? Yeah. It's dropped my pouches. Alright, so you can see it gives me, anyway, it goes from 90 to 95 physical resistance with the biomore backpack. I'm just going to pick up my pouches. It was trying not to drop my pouches there for me, which was kind of it. Okay. I also am wearing the Zigo Hack S5 Enviro suit, which gives 10 physical resistance. That's how I've managed to get it to 95 without obsidian armor. So that's what you want. You want high physical resistance because there's going to be spawns coming, and you also want some level of radiation protection, which I've got from this armor and the radiation module. And now I'm not using my hovercraft. I'm going to change out the tamed creature movement speed module with a chance to resist deep wound and basic wound. They seem to always be doing wounds to you, the creatures that are going to spawn. So I'm just going to put all this stuff away in a pouch. Let's get rid of that as well. Right. Okay, that's my armor and protections. I've also got with me the anti-radiation tonic. I've got some usual supplies in terms of healing, health recovery elixirs. I'm just going to swap that out with the 10 one, so I've got 10 on my bar. I've also got some of these anti-radiation injections with me. I've got another pouch that's got other stuff. Yeah, anti-radiation tonic, which I might just stick on my hot bath. So I've got some anti-radiation goodness. Knock my light. I can't see without my light off, so I'll knock my light off when I go back outside, so I don't waste it. Oh, and also weapons-wise, I've got a lithium bow, lithium knife, kinetic rifle, laser sidearm, anti-materiel rifle. So I've got an ammo for each. Lithium arrows as well. So lots of good gear to protect myself. The other thing I brought this time was a little bit more protection. So what this is like, these uranium deposits, they're like the geysers. So and the geysers, as soon as you set them going, obviously monsters start to spawn. So I just need to sort that out before I move any further. Now, if I start firing at that and making noise, you will get spawns. You will get things starting to come. There's lots of monsters in this area. So if you make a lot of noise, so I'll use my sniper, because that's 90% noise reduction, and we'll just try and get rid of that. There we go. If you're bothered about drifters, you bring along some of the blood thinning pills. They can start to get annoying, or just kill them. Right, I did this at night last time, so you can see. Oh, look, what's that? Something ringing. Okay, so we are getting irradiated now, as you can see. So there are already some creatures about. You see, there's a I can't remember what they're called now. There's a wraith or something over there. Let's get rid of that dude, whatever he. And we'll get rid of that over there. Okay. So this was how I protected the node the first time round. I'm just going to show you what it looks like inside. That's what the uranium deposit looks like. As soon as you put the extraction unit on it, it starts to spawn mobs. So don't do that straight away. I suggest protecting it somehow. This is my initial protection. I'm going to increase that protection now by putting some fortifications around the thing. Oh, being attacked by something, but what? Huh. Something attacked me, I don't know what it was. Okay, strange. I think we might have the door. We might have the door this side, so put the door on. Ah. Oh, I didn't see you down there. It's a scuttler. Okay. Let's carry on what we're doing. Might put another gate on this side. So I've got two ways in and out. See if we can just now block this off with a final one. Hopefully, if I've judged it, you should be able to do that. That's annoying. No, you can't just. There we go. Put it there. That should do that. I'll put them back in a pouch to stop me getting the problem with the weight that I've got. There we go. We might just take our first transfusion just to keep the radiation from getting too high, because it does start to detract from your. In fact, I'll take a anti-radiation tonic as well. I'm going to stick them on my hotbar. Okay, so next job, once you've got your whatever protection you want going on, I'm wondering if I can get up the top there and maybe kill things from range. What I didn't do is bring any walkways. Well, it's good visibility, but I don't think I'll be able to kill stuff from here because it's going to get too close to the edge. I'm going to have to go outside probably. Anyway, let's get the extraction unit on. So that's on. Does need power, by the way. I just brought a. Last time I came here, I did bring just a single solar panel with me. And that's more than enough to power this, so just seeing if I can. You've got to obviously reconnect it each time, so I'm just trying to get rid of. There we go. Okay, as soon as it's powered, now we have to watch out for creatures. Now they don't spawn right here; they come towards this area. So I'm just going to get. I'm going to get outside. And I'm going to hover around here while it's doing its business and get ready to kill stuff. Oh, there's one. Look, spectres appeared. So I wanted to try a few. I've brought with me an electric converted sidearm. I've also brought with me. Oh, it's jumped over. Do you see that? It jumped over my fortification. Oh, it doesn't like them fortifications, does it? Haha, out it comes, come on. Oh, here we go. And dogs as well. And this is why you need physical resistance, guys. Because you're gonna be fighting some of this stuff. And some of it's not easy. Right, killed that. It's trying to kill me too. Let's go and kill this reverent. So I didn't get a reverent last time for a long time. Kill this red back as well. Let's see if we maybe... Let's get some explosive action going. It seems to be quite slow, so... Yeah, explosive damage. As usual, one of the best in the game. Destroy it. There we go. The kinetic rifle with explosive ammunition. Always a winner. Laser sidearm just not powerful enough, just doesn't do enough damage. So this one's converted with electric, and I've also got one converted with poison. So we'll see what's better. I might get the poison one out. That's what I was doing. I want my material rifle out as well. I wanted the poison one out so that I could see if it affected things better than the electric one. I can't find it in all my... I think I've put it in the charge station, so... Alright, an alpha... The good thing about electric is... Oh, this is the poison one, I think. Yeah, this is the poison one. My electric one's on charge back at the base. But the good thing about the electric one is the fact that 90% of the time it slows stuff down. So it really can... But... My knife's also electric, so I can always give it a bit of a thing, see if we... Hey, see how it slowed it down? It can't run towards me now. So, got a few seconds to kill it, just showing you purpose. So, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to skin these, but make sure you turn off the conversion to cementing paste ability of, if you're using this knife, which is the... what's it called? The lithium knife. Make sure you turn off. That's... Just press R once and it turns off that ability. You can see turning it on and off. Now, if you skin these without the ability on, you do get radioactive waste. I don't know what it's used for. I'm not going to collect it right now, but I'm just going to skin another one. I'm sure I got some uranium once. Maybe it was from this dude. Let's see. Yeah, uranium ore. So you actually get uranium ore and condensed enzymes from the reverent. So that's another way of getting uranium. So that's what the uranium looks like, raw uranium, and it's the same that you get from the extraction unit that I've just placed. You've also got to be close, I think, to the extraction unit or it stops. So you've kind of got to... Did you hear it click back in when I moved close? So it stops extracting when you move too far away, so you can't just leave it. Right, we're going to go in and see what it's collected. You can see it's already collected 11 raw uranium, so that's pretty cool. I don't think you can put it in pouches, so no. So yeah, you just have to have it on your inventory. So it's worth you, as I say, worth having transfusion and anti-radiation tonic running. Dreadwing. Huh. Come on then, we'll have a fight. Come on, Mr. Spectre. They're quite quick, aren't they? But they're relatively easy to kill. There's a wraith. Is he inside or outside? He's outside, right, okay, fine. Just killing him with a knife. So you can see the kind of thing that's going on. A constant spawn of deadly enemies, and these are going to seriously mess with your day if you don't have good gear. I'm thinking next time I might actually bring a few Tesla coils and set them up on the perimeter. They weren't attacking me last time, these scuttlers, so I don't know what they've got a strange spawning thing. They seem to spawn when there's dead bodies, but they also don't attack you immediately. I don't know what the dynamic is. I'm not going to collect the radioactive waste, but if I find any actual uranium there, we'll collect it. So there you go, the spectres also have uranium on them, so that's well worth collecting. And they also have condensed enzymes. Yeah, I'm here. The good thing about this lithium knife is, although it's going to run out of battery, it still has durability, and so you only lose the additional benefits of it being powered. You can still use it as a knife, and you still get your alteration. And I've got electroshock alteration on it as well, so I'll still get that even when I run out of power. Yeah, I might just get rid of some of those. I don't want them starting to interfere with my day. Get the spectre around there. And the reason I'm not using my explosive ammo near my structure, of course, is strange how I got cold damage. So you see critical area is the head. And let's I've not turned off the ability, did I? You still get the uranium even though you don't turn off, so you don't need to turn off the special ability of the knife. So obviously there's nothing to convert from these guys. Okay, the other thing is I've not got any food buffs, so I'm just going to now rebuff myself. So I'm using the honey smoked bacon for the extra food duration times. I'm using the stringy jerky for the 32% bonus melee attack speed, the gorse smoked gamey meat for 32% melee damage, and the white jerky for a bit more health. Just see, did we harvest this dude? We did. Okay, did we harvest this one? No. Oh yeah, so my radiation is starting to get up a bit now. I need to focus a bit more on making sure I've always got a tonic active. Right, I've both the tonics active. What I'm also going to do now is just take a quick injection. Oh, come on, that's alright, that's a arid stalker. See what I mean about the physical resistance? Would easily have been dead. If it'd been wearing a hazmat suit, it would have already killed me, that thing. Yeah, alright, I'll take the anti-radiation injection as well, and that's reduced me right back down, and you can see my hit points have gone up by 100 or so because of that. So it slowly takes your hit point max hit point percentage down. I'm not sure whether these nodes ever run out. If they're like geishas, obviously they're not going to run out. Yeah, I think I like the electric one better because of the fact it slows stuff down. Well, we're getting a lot of uranium, so that's what I came for. This one. What's going on over there? Let's use our explosive to take all that stuff out. Yeah, I suppose I could use explosive for stuff at range, but that's too close to my walls. Not getting any critical spot with the wraiths. Oh, what the? He was a bit nuts. I'm liking getting this. I didn't do this stuff last time. I didn't realise you got uranium for skinning the... Oh, incoming! Yeah, in time you get over the sound of the radiation. It's really scary when you first start because you think you're going to die, but it doesn't. It doesn't really affect you very quickly, and it can't actually kill you at all. All it does is take your max percentage things down, so you can end up on like 130 hit points if you're fully irradiated. So you're at risk, but it doesn't actually kill you. So the trick is just keep those buffs running, and you'll be fine. As I say, hazmat suit utterly useless to you because there's just too many mobs. Of course, you could set up turrets. You could set up a way to. You could bring pets or something. That I'm thinking maybe bringing a bunch of dogs or wolves. That would be another way to deal with all the mobs. But I suspect they wouldn't have a chance to heal, so they'd probably just get killed. What's coming out of the ground? Right. Oi. I do hate dreadwings. I like the lithium bow. It's got really fast arrow speed. It's a really cool sound to it. Behind me. So the spectres have a critical area on the head. The wraiths are not critical area on the head. So I need to have a bit more of a play with the wraiths and see where their critical area is. I need a wraith to spawn and we'll have a bit of practice. I do have the ability where the arrow is meant to, find its target, but it's a bit hit and miss. Excuse the pun. It got inside that one? Yeah, it has. It's actually inside. Come on, out you come. Oh, there's a dog appeared. Go and kill that. It does have a critical area. I think it's a bit like, seems to be the head, as with most things. Right, let's have a look. Still got the buffs, okay. I'm not bothered about the scuttlers. You see what I mean about them not aggroing on you? They just seem to pop up and hover around a bit, so I think I'm just going to leave them, hoping that they stop other things from spawning. Oh, a skull mutt. I'm sure some of these I haven't yet skinned, and I need to skin them to get the uranium. Oh, skull mutt again. More interested in the... So if you didn't have protection for your extractor, it would be destroyed. They run straight to it and destroy it. So you've got to be very careful. That dreadwing's gone. Right, let's see how much uranium we've got. Might be full. Oh, I've got plenty. We'll take all that out. I don't think I can carry any more. I'm going to have to put some things in pouches, I think. Well, put that in there. Yeah, you can't put uranium in pouches, so I think I might have to put the module on. I might have to take off the wound module and put on the module that gives me extra slots, extra inventory slots, so I can carry more. Where is that? Where's the modules? I can never find them. There's 3 there, it's not one of them. There they are, right next to it. So, 50% weight capacity. There we are, 6 inventory slots. We'll swap out the basic wound one with that, and that gives me a nice some more slots to carry a bit more uranium. I think we'll have one more, we'll fill it up one more time, and then we will head back to base. I'll show you what to do. got lots of mobs that have spawned outside the gates now, so I need to... I'll tell you what else I need to check, the durability on my armour. Seems to be alright, it's not showing up on the... it's not showing up at the top. It's damaged, but let's have a look. That's about 50%, so you do have to watch that. You do not want to lose your armour fully. You'll die real fast. So you see I've taken that off and I've immediately got a wound. I've immediately got a deep wound, so you have either got to bring a load of wound repair type stuff with you, or potentially wear a different... you could wear a different... what do you call it? Enviro suit that has more... I might swap my Enviro suit to the other one actually. It's got more inventory slots. And I'll lose 10 physical resistance, but again then module slots back and means I can wear both now. It means I can put that back on, because otherwise I'm just going to constantly get wounds. So we'll put the resist basic and deep wound back on. We'll put the healing faster from stuff on as well. Don't know if it affects radiation. Maybe we need to update that module. I've got a new effect, but right, we need to now update my buffs. 63 seconds. No, it's 10 minutes now, so that's that. Plenty of hit points. Let's see if there's any of these that I haven't harvested. I don't need to worry about the dogs. Any that I haven't skinned now. Don't want to miss any uranium. That's in harvest. That's been harvested. That's been done. That's been done. That's been done. That one hasn't. See, they don't seem to. So they've got quite a. They don't really care about you unless you get too close. Another spectre. Interesting, things have stopped spawning. I wonder if the node has run out. Let's go check out the node. I'm wondering if it's run out of... I wonder if I've fully mined it. Ah, it's not activated. Ah, right. So this is why I brought... This is why I brought the bed and the fire in the cave, because I can't run my solar panel at night, so it won't run the extractor. That's why. So it's stopped because the sun's run out. But I think I'm happy with the amount of uranium I've got. So I'm going to pick up my extractor. That's why there's creatures. So as soon as you turn off your extractor, the creatures stop spawning. So if you do end up in a bit of trouble, you can just stop it. And we'll leave that there, and we will head back now to the cave, which is, I think, that direction. Yeah. So we'll get away from that. So we're carrying a lot of uranium. The quantity of uranium doesn't seem to matter. It seems to care more about the number of different sources of radiation rather than the quantity, because it's only got me at 2, now 1. So it's only saying I'm getting irradiated by one source. See, I've come out of the zone now, and I've only got one source on my hotbar of radiation. So it doesn't seem to matter how much you carry. It's not like noxious crust, which gets worse the more you carry. Alright, we'll get back, and we'll get back to base now, and I'll show you what I get out of my troubles. Where did I put my... Oh, it's over there, speeder bike, isn't it? So you can see now that the radiation poisoning is following me everywhere I go, which is fine. So what I'll do, remember to swap back your extractor. So I'll leave my extractor here for next time, and I'll take my flamethrower, and then we'll make our way back. Now, why am I encumbered? Oh, it's just all that uranium, isn't it? It's fine. I do have with me another encumbrance, watermelon lollipop, so I should have taken that. That makes it miles easier. Right, where's my speeder bike? There it is. Okay, Keith, now be careful. Do not want to end up in that lava. I'm not bothered about myself, I'm bothered about the speeder bike. So much resources to make. Oh, don't do that, it's cheating, it's cheating. It's not letting me get up there. That's a cheat. Oh, and then it jumps me off the edge anyway. What a surprise. Did it set it on fire? No. Alright, I'm going to have to do a bit of jerry rigging here. So I'm going to need some stone. Actually, will stone work or stone melt in lava? Well, we'll soon find out. No, it's burning, but it doesn't matter because it's got me out of trouble. Oh, get out. It won't let me up there, it does not want me out of that lava. Yeah, so you can't use stone, you're going to have to use scoria if you want to use it. You can use it up here because this is not going to be in the lava itself. So that will be fine and it won't burn, but you can't use it down there. So you have to use scoria if you want a way out of that lava. Okay, anyway, I can get up there now, so that's all good. I think next time I'll just leave my speeder bike on the other side of this. There's no point bringing it across because you're not getting any benefits from the speed. It's just a risk, an unnecessary risk. Okay, let's get across. Up the top, this is a bit dodgy. I should probably just fix that up for next time. Now I've got some things with me. I was limited last time with how many things I had with me, so I had to be a bit careful this time. I'm going to just shore it up a bit so it's a little less dangerous. Let's just put that there as a protection as well. There we go. Don't want to be falling into the lava. There we go. Nice and safe now. Okay. Right, we are past the lava. We can now head back to base. If we can see. Don't need my light on anymore. Now then. Oh, I should have rested. Should have rested. Let's get back in night now. It's a bit of a pain that it impacts your vision. Just want to go around this side if the snow holes and you don't have to fall down any of them. There we go. Okay, eventually we should hit. I think I've come the wrong way. I haven't, there's my, what I was looking for, ramp. Oh, it's going to drop me off. Ah, that one, has that got damage? It's partially wood, so out with the repair hammer. Let's replace that. The top, as I say, I was limited on resources last time, and so I had to use what I had, and I had a few wood ones, so it's the only ones I could use. Right, let's get my hammer out. Let's replace, just have another one of those while we're here. Yeah, first things first, repair it, and then we'll swap it out for stone, like a stone brick. That's the same with the top one. Yeah. That's it. and we'll do the usual I like to do. That. Now, if you need to, you can just go straight off the back. Okay. Just thinking you can probably put that uranium in your, I've got too much anyway, but you can put it in the speeder bike if you don't want to carry it yourself. It still irradiates you though, so, and it gives you two, interesting, actually doing that means you are exposed to two sources of radiation, so you get twice as much damage, so don't do that. Just hold all of it in your inventory and then there's only one source. That's stupid. Okay. Let's get back. So we need to get down to there. So we need to get across and find those. I think I'm going to map out all the way to that cave using those beacons when I get a chance, because that really helps. And you can see that it really helps you see where you're going once the beacons are available. Oh no, didn't want to go near that, it's too late now. Let's destroy. I should have used my flamethrower. I think that's all of them. I might as well have the guano. Like a bit of guano. Looks like it did take a bit of damage, not sure. By the way, your speeder bike goes up in levels and gets more hit points. Mine's now 20 something level, so it got more hit points. I was like, why do the hit points keep changing on my speeder bike? And then I realised it's because it's going up levels. So that's good. Less susceptible to being utterly destroyed. See what I mean about the beacons? It's just so much easier. Once you've got beacons down. Guess that's why they give you them. Okay, and then we're going to go across. So the reason I'm keeping the video going is I want to show you what gets produced from this uranium stuff. So you will need the uranium centrifuge. That's cool, I've reached that point, so I want to be through to there now, which is dead easy. The radiation's actually almost gone. I think with only one source of radiation irradiating me, it's my two buffs are pretty much clearing it out. It won't be long before it's altogether gone. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Right, let's see how much damage I take. Took about 400 damage from that one. That drop off the cliff. So you can certainly resist a few drop-offs. Alright, that's good. Let's get down to this way where you don't have to go any ramps or cliffs. Go around the right. We do have to go down a ramp, but I've already got one. See where I am. I can see my base, I think, now. Let's get going. Oh, got confused. I thought that was my base. It's obviously not. way home. So I'll park up the speeder bike in its garage. Refill its oil in a minute. Okay, back safely. So, into the irradiation zone. 3 sources of I might just put the actual has suit on now. A bit more resistance. Yep, that's actually completely. Oh no, it doesn't. It's still saying I'm 3, but I don't think it'll do much. Certainly got rid of the. I can see perfectly well now. So there's the centrifuge. We're going to pop raw uranium in. And I think you get 3 byproducts from processing raw uranium. You get uranium rods, radioactive waste, and you also get the the physical uranium rods. It looks like they call them the same thing. That's a bit silly. You get the inert uranium rods, which are used in crafting. You get uranium rods, which are like the currency, and you get radioactive waste. For every 5, you get a different. So you get 10. So for every 5 raw uranium, you get 10 inert ingots, 1 rod, and some waste. I already had some waste in there, so I think it was just 1 waste. That's fine. And what I would suggest is don't send, well, if you are wanting to send them to orbit to get orbital gear and open up the new orbital gear, that's fine, and send them up to orbit, those ones. But there is the new missions give you access to a dude in Eden who can sell boss creature parts. So you can use the uranium rods to buy boss creature parts from him. So if for example you want to make a boss item or weapon or module and there isn't that boss on the map, you can use the uranium rods to buy the vestiges, so whatever you need to make the boss equipment. So that's that, and then so I'll leave that for now. So you know what the uranium rods are. The inert uranium ingots. Then you take those through into my base. No longer getting irradiated, and you can pop those in your manufacturer. There we go, and I've currently got 54. So that's how you get. That's how you find, and that's how you get uranium. The other thing, one other thing is uranium rods are also used in the nuclear reactor. So you can pop them in there and they give you 100,000 power. So you don't need any other power once you've got a nuclear reactor. You don't need your solar panels or your wind things anymore. So absolutely all your power can come from one nuclear reactor. So it's well worth having one. And it's just powered off uranium rods, and the uranium rods last for absolutely ages. Really, really ages. I mean, that you can see that. So the rod that's currently being consumed, the single rod that's currently being consumed, has got 2 days, 9 hours and 40 minutes left on it. And I've got 21 rods, so you're talking, that's 40 days worth of stuff. So it's well worth that. I'm just going to use most of these rods in my nuclear reactor. So that's how you use the centrifuge. That's how you use a nuclear reactor. I hope you enjoyed that video on how to extract uranium ore and what to do to protect yourself against the creatures that spawn when you're extracting it. Thanks for watching Helvonet Games, and I will see you again soon.